Hey traders, so we had Powell speak this morning talking about the Fed and their target inflation rate. So pretty much what was anticipated to be said was said, and that had a significant impact on the dollar, miners, and metals. We'll look at that in the second half of this video. And we had a tech sector profit-taking day and a laggard sector bull day led by the financial sector, keeping the S&P 500 strong overall. It is a bearish reversal doji on the daily time frame after a 5-day leg up, but we have to confirm the hourly downtrend to see any consolidation. The low of the end of the day yesterday, 346.36 support. We held that level today by about 20 cents, and we're still in an hourly uptrend. If we were to confirm the hourly downtrend, lose the pattern of a higher low every day the last 5 days, we would look for a daily higher low compared to 335.22. Anything above that level keeps the daily uptrend in control. Daily 12-period exponential support has been holding at this point for 2 months in a row. That will be our visual guide as well. Bulls are still strong at this point. IWM, still a possible weekly bull flag. We have the low of 153.60. Bulls are trying to hold that level, and we need more follow-through over 157 to confirm a daily trend change and increase the odds that this is a weekly bull flag, looking for more upside. QQQ, new all-time high today. Profit taking, but not confirming an hourly downtrend. The hourly support at the end of yesterday, 289.53, did break by less than $1. We bounced, we set an hourly lower high into the end of the day, and now we are tightening up. Overnight, if NQ futures were to confirm that hourly downtrend, that would obviously be notable, but that's not happening at this point. The bulls are keeping their control. We're keeping the pattern of a higher low every day. We're keeping the tech sector leading the way to the upside. Tons of space for a daily higher low, anything above 274.86. Next time we need to consolidate. Healthcare sector, new all-time high today. So joining in for the bulls, we held this 105.68 support by less than 10 cents and then saw continuation. So that is now our line in the sand support level and our must hold at 105.68 to keep the bulls in control short term. Resistance 108.26 and then psychological levels on the way up. Financial sector, daily trend is now bullish. High, low, lower high, very quick higher low, bull break, solid bull volume, and now it's all about 25.77. The weekly time frame is a tightening range. High, low, lower high, trying to find this higher low very quickly, and we could be looking back up at the COVID highs if the bulls can break 25.77. So we have not seen the bulls in the laggard sectors keep any control for more than a day recently. So that's what we're watching for tomorrow. The bull volume is notable. Give me 2 green days in a row and it will stand out. Hourly uptrend easily intact, healthy consolidation into the end of the day. Little bull flag that was confirmed. So let's see if these bulls can head up towards 25.77 resistance and try and take their turn to carry the S&P 500 bulls. XPI broke support of 107.03, but again, a lack of bear follow-through. Next time we bounce on the daily time frame, we're going to be looking for a daily lower high compared to 114.59. And bears will be waiting for that potential entry opportunity. But for right now, lack of follow-through on support breaks. And actually, that tells me to keep an eye out for the potential of a falling wedge type pattern when bear breaks do not see follow-through. So I would be watching something along those lines. You can see all these support holds and these downtrend resistance lines. So that tells me keep an eye on XBI. We could bounce, set that lower high, stay within this pattern, and probably see some resolution of this pattern first thing in September. SMH Semiconductors got an all-time high today, but pulled back very notably. A much different close than what QQQ saw. A bear flag bounce on the hourly and potentially heading to confirm it. A much bigger pullback through the morning and a much weaker bounce into the afternoon. So that is notable. We've seen the semiconductors and the tech sector in QQQ hold on very similar to each other recently, and this is the biggest shift away from that we've seen in the recent past. Anything above 168.23 is a daily high or low, but a decent amount of bear volume and some solid profit taking. And look at this resistance line. Even though we keep hitting all-time highs, We are not seeing notable follow through, and that keeps the possibility of a rising wedge alive. Daily uptrend is my guide. As long as the bulls keep those higher lows, they keep control. The VIX saw a big bull move today, breaking nearby resistances, but big upper wick of profit taking as the market bulls saved the day yet again with a bounce into the close. That being said, it is still an hourly uptrend for the VIX. So let's see how long the VIX can keep this hourly uptrend. I'm also noting that the exponential moving averages on the daily time frame here are leveling out and potentially going for a bull cross. And you could technically say we are in a daily uptrend now with our little double bottom at 2090 and 21, and then a bull break of the lower highs. So bulls would absolutely lose this momentum if we set an hourly high or low, fail to break the high tomorrow, and then confirm the hourly downtrend. But if we don't do that, the hourly uptrend will remain intact, and we'll be watching for the potential that that remains the case into next week. So the dollar, what we saw go on here in the reaction to Powell, we saw the dollar dump and then a V-shaped recovery. How could we have known that that was going to happen? Well, the market knew what was going to happen, so it priced it in. We said, all right, well, Powell's coming. We're expecting Powell to make this statement about, target inflation rates and historic and yada, yada, and that's exactly what happened. So when this started pulling back, someone in the chat room said, why is the dollar dropping and why are metals going up when exactly what was expected is happening? And someone else replied, be patient, let's see how this plays out. And we ended up completely recovering. So a fake out if you don't understand market psychology. But again, if you haven't seen the video on our YouTube channel, search what does priced in mean. This is a perfect example where the known scenario ended up playing out and we saw the opposite reaction of what some who don't know what priced in means would expect. So the dollar is trying to confirm this daily inverse head and shoulders, and we need to see a break of 93.47 for that to be the case. The bulls would then have to break 94 behind that for follow through. Still proving to do, but they did find support above 92.13, and now we will have to see the bulls prove it for follow through. So with that bounce on the dollar, gold, which started the morning strong, ended up pulling back. So we can view this as our high, low, lower high, higher low here. Is this our lower high already being set? If we break 1902 support, let's just call it 1900 to keep it simple, we can say that this equilibrium broke bearish and further weekly consolidation is potentially coming here. So we're looking towards support, and the most important range for me the next few days, 1900 to 1977, the top of today's reaction. As far as the short-term action is concerned, high, low, hourly lower high being set, and the bulls need an hourly higher low compared to 1910. Silver didn't break resistance. Most important support for me is 26. Most important resistance is 28.47. Still within this tightening daily range and looking for some resolution probably first thing next week. Miners. So miners, is this our daily lower high being set compared to 44.09? That's entirely possible. The most important support for me is 39.59. It'll be a confirmed daily downtrend if that level breaks. And the resistance level of 42.34, the high of today, is our new short-term resistance. Hourly time frame, high, low, lower high. Bulls have to hold 40.03 to try and form an hourly higher low to remain in that tightening hourly equilibrium. Oil, pretty solid pullback. We're watching daily support of 41.46. Anything above that is a higher low, but they had some momentum behind them with that drop today. In the 4-hour time frame for oil, actually I want to go to the half hour for clarity. Look at all that volatility. High, low, lower high, higher low, and a bit of a lower high, and now just sideways. So there's your perfect equilibrium after volatility, and we'll see which direction that breaks into tomorrow. Still in a daily uptrend, still not confident bullish oil, as I have been saying for a couple weeks at this point. Yes, the bulls have kept it together, but we have been fairly range bound for the last couple of weeks. Bears are not proving anything, but I just don't like risk to reward at these levels for the bulls. Natural gas, daily continuation, high or low set. Again, daily 12-period exponential support is just a beautiful guide. Bull flag, bull flag, bull flag. New high or low, 2396. Next resistance level after 2612, we are looking up at 2693. And we can say, as long as this daily 12-period exponential is holding, the bulls have absolute complete control. So I had a lot of fun with Tesla volatility today, playing it in all different directions. And probably the most clear pattern that I played was the 2-minute inverse head and shoulders. The whole time I was playing Tesla, I was watching QQQ for correlation. We had this left shoulder, this head, right shoulder formed. There's your little 2-minute bull flag, which is your right shoulder, and the bull break. So the play there, the way that I play that, is scaling in on consolidation, a couple orders, putting a stop under 2140, and looking for that trend change. And obviously we saw a significant follow through from there. That was down at 2170. We ended up going 3% from that point. Then from there, we were watching for an hourly lower high. Hourly lower high set at the end of the day, but look what the bulls did right into the close. So into the close, we V-shaped recovered, which QQQ did not do. And then look at after hours, we ran all the way up to 2257. Bulls are trying to keep this pressure on shorts to keep this bull move going. And you look at today's chart, and you say, what do you mean keep pressure on shorts? Well, up at pre-market, when we're in the 2250s here, that means pretty much the only people that are profitable short Tesla are the people that entered in that period of time, which is about 40 minutes. So a 40-minute window, we dropped over 6% from the high to the low. But there's only a 40-minute window where at this moment, if you entered short, you are profitable. And the bulls want to see that erase as much as possible. They want to break the high of today, tomorrow, to continue to put that pressure on. And that's when a move like this, you might look at this and say, who is still buying up at these levels? And a lot of it is short covering. People saying, this is unsustainable, we have to pull back, I'm entering short. Next thing you know, the next day we go even higher, and people from the previous day who are now underwater, some of them are forced to cover, and that's just adding buying pressure. It's just this perpetual little mini short squeeze going on. And it's really going to take a lack of demand, just all the bulls that are going to go bullish, being bullish, leading to a more significant pullback. Definitely keeping an eye out for it, but not fighting these bulls too adamantly. Hope you had a good day out there. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I haven't had time to make any content. I'm sitting here covered in pond and damp, and I literally am covered in pond. Been out scooping weeds in my air inflatable tube, and I need a shower desperately. So we'll go back to New Hampshire in the White Mountains from a year ago, recycle some videos here, and I'll see you all next week. Have a good rest of your day.